Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be recreating an eye look I had on one of my videos. It was the one I wore in my ranking all new bronzers. I had lots of requests for that look and it's quite simple in a way. I used this palette right here. This is Mothership 3 Subversive. Yes, I'm pretty sure. It has no name on it. It has the packaging, but I don't have it here with me. Anyway, but I had so many questions in that video, like what's on your eyes? And I replied to everybody, it's Mothership 1. And it is not. I had to go back and, correct my mistake and let everybody know that it's Mothership 3. This is Mothership 1 right here. And I was confused by this blue right there. I thought that's the one I used, but it was this one right here. Anyway, but yeah, I will be doing a good old-fashioned makeup tutorial and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you're interested, absolutely continue watching. Give it a like. It really helps my channel grow. And if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe down below. I will be starting off with my eyes because in general, Pat McGrath has a lot of fallout, mostly those like topper, like special shades. They always have a ton of fallout. So I'm going to start with that. I'm just taking a concealer and kind of concealing my eyes. I feel like there's a lot of redness around my eye today. I thought I slept well and I kind of slept in today, which is really nice. But yeah, my eyes are still nice and red. You can absolutely powder your eyelid just to make sure that it is set. I feel like I will be fine. I lied. I'm going to take a little bit of this and just set. I don't like using a really heavy powder, but this is pretty much like a cream powder, so it works. Okay, so first thing we do is take this color right here. This is a beautiful matte color. It's quite intense, but if you feather it out, it can be lighter. You'll see. This is the main color in my crease that I use. And with Pat McGrath, it's really nice because you can slowly build the color and you have it a lighter version. And like wherever you want to intensify, just keep adding the same color. And it's almost like you have 2-3 different shades of brown. So I'm going to put this in my crease. I'm using a really fluffy brush and taking some of that color off and going back and forth. For this look, I didn't want to have a super V type of look. I was kind of focusing more of a simple, just rounder shape. A little bit of a V, but not like where it's dragged out. I think those tend to be a little bit less wearable. Really beautiful, but I want something that everybody can kind of pull off, even if they're wearing like a nice white button up and some pants. They could wear an eye look like this without having to have a huge occasion. So I'm just building this up in the crease. So you see, this is kind of a wash of that color. You could definitely build up this color. The more you add, the more you're gonna get the intensity that this color has to offer. But that's one thing that I have found with Pat McGrath mattes is that I really can get like 2-3 different depths from one color, and she's just really good at that. I will just darken up the outer corner a little bit, taking that the same color on a smaller brush. This is an Esam 33. And I'm just going to add a little bit more here on the outer area. Kind of packing it and dragging it and then feathering it into the crease. And then I'm going to take the other brush and blend it out. Like this, the brush, guys. I have another one here. It's a Studio Gear number 34. This one I've had for at least 12, even more, probably close to like 14 years. And I love it so much. I got another one. I had another one. I think I gave it to my sister. But these are so good. But they're kind of discontinued, or I think they're stopped making a ton of brushes. I will link them down below if I can find them anywhere, but probably my favorite eye brush I use every single time I do my eye makeup, because it's so fluffy and soft, you know, it's not too dense, but it's dense enough. It's just perfect for like feathering out the crease. Okay, and I'm gonna go back into this and intensify in the outer corner. Now this look, you could definitely make it more intense if you want to, you know, have it darker. Add a little bit of that black, which I will in a little bit, but not right now. All right, moving on to the main color, which is this absolutely stunning color right here. I mean, look at this. Look how beautiful that color is. I'll swatch it right here. So stunning. So I will take my finger and apply the color. You can definitely use a flat brush if you want, but I am definitely a finger applicator. Is that even a word? But to me, I have more control with my finger. The amount of pressure I put to apply the product helps a lot. And yeah, I have a lot more control. In certain areas, I do feel the need to use a brush. Like if I have to get really in the inner corner, I may use a brush or feather it out. Like for example, right now I'm going to take this other brush that had a little bit of that crease color and just feathering out the corners. Yeah. So I applied this color all over the lid, feathered it into my crease, and just mixed it with the crease color a little bit. Now you could definitely leave it like this to be the main color, but I prefer a little bit more dimension. So I took this color right here, which is almost like a topper color, and I added smack in the middle, right there. And I think it makes it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more unique. Not that that color needed more, you know, shimmer, but yeah. It makes it a little bit more purple than blue. Next, I'm going to take this dark color, and I'm going to mix it with the other matte in the palette on a pencil brush. And this is where I'm gonna just deepen up the look a little bit. You could go much deeper, you could just kind of leave it softer like this, but I'm gonna give a little bit more depth to the look right here, a little bit on the outer corner, and slowly feather it into the color. Don't worry, you can add more color after to intensify that blue purple color if you feel like you know, it kind of got lost. But I'm just blending this in, pulling it up. I personally don't want too dark, so I'm slowly adding this darkness here. And then I keep looking like, okay, is that enough darkness? Do I want more darkness? And I think it's important to just work slow with these kind of looks. I see a lot of people just adding so much darkness so quickly. And I think they don't have a choice. Like you have to go super smoky now because you added so much from the beginning. But if you're gentle with your colors, you can achieve that darkness, just a little softer technique. And I think you have more control over the color. And then I'm going to smudge it out with a fluffier brush. Again, I am not looking for a super dark look. I want this to be quite wearable. Now, if I feel I lost some of that blue color or purple, I'm going to take a little bit more, put it in the inner corner, and out here to blend it with that dark color. Same on this side. I think layering is just the key in general with makeup. You usually can get a more flawless look if you layer the products on top of each other. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this pink and blend those two colors together. All right, I'm gonna leave this here. We're gonna come back to it in a little bit, but I'm gonna clean up a little bit. I'm gonna do my brows and I'll come do the foundation with you guys. I'll try to speed that up a little bit. Okay, moving on to the base. I'm taking my Victoria Beckham priming, the golden, oh my gosh, golden one, and just adding this all over. I'm going to use a more matte, sorry, my phone. I'm going to use a more matte foundation. So I wanted just a little bit more glow. However, I'm going to take my Tom Ford Pore Filling Primer, or what is called Traceless Soft Matte. I use this for pores. And I'm going to just clean up the pores. Makeup Forever HD foundation. This is what I'm going to use today. It's more of a soft matte foundation. I love it. Slightly obsessed with it. Mostly now in the summer. It really stays put. So yeah, I've been using this a lot. Concealer, I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Concealer. This does have a scent. I've had a lot of messages, well, a lot, like 3 people asking, hey, does yours smell? And it does smell like kind of paint. It's not terrible, but I will say I'm not super sensitive at smell in my just makeup in general. If it's super strong, it bothers me, but this wasn't strong enough for me that I had to mention it, but it seems like some of you guys have noticed it quite a bit, so I just thought I would mention that. But this is my absolute favorite concealer at the moment. It is so good, so reliable, and I absolutely love it. It's definitely fuller coverage, which is nice in a way because I don't need to add a corrector under my eyes because this does the job. I'm gonna leave it at this. I will not powder just yet because I'm gonna do my lower lash line and I will have fallout there, so I'm gonna have to add more concealer. But I'm gonna pretty much do what I did at the top. I'm gonna take this matte one right there and just smudge that on the lower lash line. I'm kind of doing the same rounder look rather than super foxy like V line. So I'm taking this one all the way down, like all the way around. Now I will take a brush, a flat brush. This is Refer 21, one of my favorite Refer brushes. And I will take this beautiful color that we used all over our lid on this one because I have a little bit more precision rather than my finger. But many times I will still use my finger, mostly if I don't have any concealer or foundation on. But right now I'm trying to not make a huge mess. And then right in the center, I'm going to do the same thing, same brush, spray it, and then take the lighter color and put right in the center. I feel like I never show you exactly what I'm doing of the lower lash line because I don't know, it's so hard to like look up and do the lower lash line. Anyway, I'm smudging this out just a little bit more. Yeah, like that. And then I can darken up the look just a little bit with this black right here. I'm actually gonna mix it with the brown and just darken up this area. You don't have to do this. You could kind of keep it without the darkness, but yeah, I want a little smokier today. I'm not really sure what I did in that video, but something similar. So the last thing I'm going to do for the eyes is use a black liner to tight line. I'm going to do this on the top lash line, or waterline. Anyway. And on the lower lash line, I will take just on a 1/3 of the outer corner. I really don't like the way on myself it looks when I have black all the way in the inner part. Like, yeah, I feel like it closes my eyes quite a bit, and I don't know, I think it darkens me up a little bit more. Like, all this becomes a little messy. So I like to just put it just on the outer area, and I'm gonna smudge that a little bit on the top and bottom. You could definitely take a liner on the top lash line as well, and you know, smudge this look even more, make it darker, but I'm probably gonna keep it like this. All right, I'm gonna put my mascara on and then we'll finish up the face. So that's the finished eye look. I think it's really pretty, really fun. You could definitely put lashes if you wear lashes. I never do, so I don't even bother. I'm gonna take my Westman Atelier contour stick. This is in Biscuit, and I'm gonna contour a little bit. I think because I have such a, you know, colorful, smokier eye look. I want a chiseled face. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this. This is a great contour color, just a great product overall. It blends like a dream seamlessly, and it has a pretty big effect. This is not great for bronzing though. This will only contour your skin or your face. I did forget to powder my under eyes, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I forgot to kind of clean up all this, make sure there's no fallout, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of Makeup Forever powder. This will keep it nice and set. I will set a little bit more at the end, but right now I want to bronze up. I'm taking my Chanel bronzer. This is the one in medium, and just bronze up a little bit, give myself some color. And then for blush, I'm taking my Dior blush in Rosy Glow, and look at that. Just rose up the cheeks a little bit. I don't want too much just because there's so much on the eyes. I just want a little bit of color. I definitely have been stuck on this blush lately. I like it because like I could really get a like more intense pinky look, or just a little softer like I just did right here. Okay, highlighter. I don't want a ton of highlighter. I'm gonna take a Dior highlighter. This is in 001. I'm not sure if they reformulated or not, but I really love this one so much, and I'll add a little bit right here. So pretty. And then a little bit here. I don't want too much. I just want a little bit of life. I think that's it. The last thing I'm going to do for this skin is take this Westman Atelier powder, and I'm taking a really big fluffy powder brush. This is from It Cosmetics. What's the name of this? I don't know. But I'm taking a little bit and just setting the skin. This is a great powder for pores and setting. Well, setting, it's like a finishing powder. That's what I meant. There you go. For the lips, I'm gonna do kind of a nude color. I'm taking my Makeup Forever Anywhere Caffeine lip liner, and I'll just line my lips real quick. And then here I have two old favorite lipsticks. These are for Tom Ford. I have Universal Appeal and Flesh. I think I'm gonna mix them. Universal Appeal is a little bit more cool tone. I'm gonna add a little bit of that, yes. I'm not adding too much, kind of tapping this on. And then in the center, I'm going to take Flesh, which was more of a nude color. And then put it right there. And then I'll blend it out with my finger. So that is the finished look. I think it looks really pretty, really just like fun. It's a pop of color, but it's not too, I don't know, out there. I think it's still kind of wearable. I feel like if I put a white blouse, some jeans on, I could pull this off, or I could smoke it out even more or less. And I just think it's kind of versatile. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. I absolutely loved sitting down and just playing with makeup. If you guys want more like tutorials, let me know. Give me ideas down below. I want to thank everybody for, I don't know, supporting the channel. You guys always comment, you interact with me so much, and it means the world to me. I think that's what gives me energy to continue filming and all that. So thank you so much for that. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.